welcome to Wine Zone. Today I am actually going to do probably the most bizarre tasting comparison that I've ever done. So here I have Vieille Ferme 2016. This is a wine produced in Ventoux, Rhône by the Perrin family of Beaucastel fame. So that one is 216, but this one I purchased from a shop on a seaside town, and it was £5, and it has this interesting point about it, which is that it was 2002, and I'm holding it like this because it's been in this position for about 5 years now, and it's 21 years old, and I'm going to open it. So I'm just going to place it there for a moment and light this, so hopefully we can see some of the sediment. Now when I bring the bottle up to standing, of course the sediment is going to slip back into the bottom of the bottle, but probably not evenly. Now what I'm seeing in the bottle is a very, very pale red, very translucent red, with an enormous amount of gunk here. And that leads me to suppose that the wine will either be extremely remarkable or it won't be drinkable at all. So right now I'm going to put the bottle back. Now, that's the first time it stood upright in 5 years. And really, to do this, you should have that upright for 2, 3, 4, 5 days. But I just wanted to show the extreme amount of sediment that has gathered there. So notice that the 2002 is a cork, whereas the 2016 is a screw cap. Have a look at this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this into a decanter, and today's decanter is an instant coffee jar. Instant coffee is no good for you. You need to be drinking more wine. Now because there's so much sediment, I'm going to use a strainer because there really is an enormous amount. So you can see the £5 label there. Whoa. I'm holding the bottle at a slight angle to try and minimise the sediment. I haven't caught any so far. So this is a bottle of wine which is designed for the, weekend market. It's never meant to be anything very special. It's almost got to a water pink at this rate. That's not too bad at all. There's still a little bit in there, but I'll sort that out later on. So there you go, 2002. So I'm just going to pour a small amount into this masterclass and see if it's drinkable at all. I don't want too much there because it might be absolutely foul. There's no knowing at all, but I tell you what, this is an incredible orange-brown colour. This is a very, very remarkable find, even if I've just thrown £5, you know, out the window. Don't know if you can see that. It's absolutely the most interesting wine because it hasn't kept any of its original structure. It's become water fine. And it is really giving me notes of a madeira. It looks rather like a very, very watered down madeira. So here we go. Taking my life into my hands here. Now it started out life at 12.5% and I've just swallowed some, so it really and honestly, if I was blind tasting this, I would honestly think that was Madeira. That is the best description of what has happened to this wine in 21 years. It's absolutely remarkable. You will have never ever tasted anything like this. So if you can get hold of something yourself, I'd say it's definitely worth a try. Now if we just look at the bottle here, you see it actually says Côtes du Ventoux, and oddly enough this one has, you know, lost a great deal of the detail. It doesn't mention Ventoux anymore, so you feel it's just a standard sort of Rhône. Now I'm going to pour the rest of this back in here because I just want to taste and show you the modern one, which is itself 7 years old, and we'll see how that's performing. Right, so this is looking, you know, pretty much like you would expect it to. It's still quite translucent for a Rhône wine. It's not a big full-bodied looking wine, but then it is coming in at the right bottom end of the market. It's got a very nice fruity nose. Bit of redcurrant, brambles. It doesn't look a whole lot, but it's got a beautiful rounded taste and quite a long finish. It was a very fruity year, 2016, so we're probably looking at a particularly good year to have aged for 7 years. So that's the 216. Really, really lovely, you know, Rhône, as you would expect. Lots and lots of fruit and some forest mushrooms, a bit of old brownie camera box in there, a few cigar shavings. Real strawberry red, and that would in fact work very well chilled with strawberries sliced into it, but because of the age, and it's a rather special vintage, I'm rather enjoying it at room temperature. It would be absolutely beautiful with, you know, some, say, black currant crumble. Or a few tasty lamb chops. I've just downed that very quickly because I just want to go back and show you this one. This is, and I honestly would say it's a miracle wine. It wasn't in any way formulated to spend any time in the bottle at all. Very few people will probably have one of these left at 216, never mind one of these, you know, bottom end of the market wine. But I think in this case we could say pedigree counts, because although they are very basic designed wines, we're talking Famille, Perrin, and you can see the quality coming down